Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been about a month since I've uploaded a video here on the channel. I just had to take some time off to deal with other obligations going on, but all of that stuff has been taken care of. And so now we are back to our regularly scheduled programming, and there definitely is a whole lot of content that we have here. As you can see, G35 drift car in the first work bay, Mustang right here in the second work bay, and this is the car we're going to be focusing on today. We're not going to be working on it. We are unfortunately going to be getting rid of this car. So here's what the car is looking like right now. I pretty much took off everything that I'm going to try and resell. Anyway, we put all the panels back on the car, the cut rear bumper. I took off the tail lights because those were like dark tinted and those are worth some money, so I'm going to try to resell those. Car is dirty, obviously, because it's been sitting here for like almost a whole year now. The interior, I put my old ugly steering wheel back on there and I kept my nice gnarly one. The interior is gutted. There's the original drive shaft, a lot of like the wire harness stuff that I'm just going to throw in there because I don't need anymore. The rear trunk that is cut where I was making the rear bash bars, but there's no sense in finishing that project anymore since I'm not going to keep the car. And then up in the front, I decided to remove my hood vents, which I'm probably going to try and reuse on my G35. And then I put the front tail light, or not tail lights, the front headlights back on, and the front bumper with the front lip as well. I was thinking about removing the front bumper with the front lip and like selling that on Facebook, because I think that front lip was like 80 bucks, so it is worth some money, but like I said, don't really want to deal with that, so I'm just going to let it go with the car. And then the engine bay here has pretty much nothing in there. I thought about it and I analyzed it, and ultimately I just decided to stick with the G35 because I mean it already has like a good trans in it. I spoke a little bit about this in my last video, I think, but that was a month ago. But like the G35 I got for a good price, already has the CD09, right? The Mustang right here, not only would I have to swap in the 5.3, right, but I also have to source a trans for it. But I would have to go with something like a T56, and like a decent T56 alone is like 1,300, 1,500 bucks. So for me, in my head, I thought it just made more sense to keep the G35 since it already has a good trans in it. The transmission in this car is actually like in really good shape. This car has significantly less miles than the Mustang does, and so that's why I decided to go with this. Not to mention there's a whole lot more aftermarket support for the 350Z G35 platform than there is for the new age Mustangs. I have seen, like in recent years, like new age Mustangs have been getting more and more common in the drifting world, and there is certain people online that sell parts for these, but even then there's still a whole lot more support for this platform behind me. So we're gonna be going with this and you know, continuing on building a drift car just with a different platform from now on. But I'm glad we gave it a shot with the new age Mustang, but you know, that's how this car stuff goes sometimes. Things don't always go according to plan, and sometimes your mind changes, and you know, sometimes you just find a different car that you want to build instead of the one you planned on originally building. But that's all just part of the game. Alright guys, the car is in the driveway now, as you can see. I think I'm gonna rinse it down a little bit just because I don't want the guy to come pick it up and the car be like all dirty and stuff. It doesn't really matter because I think the car is gonna be scrapped anyways, but I'm gonna give it its last wash before it goes bye-bye. I'll give you guys one final look at the rear end of the car. As you guys can see, the 8.8 rear end that's going to be leaving, unfortunately. It sucks because I paid like 350, almost 400 bucks for this rear end, and it's in really good shape. So I don't know, maybe the guy who buys the car off me can probably resell it or something, because these rear ends are worth a bit of money. And then there are the SR Performance lowering springs that are going to be leaving with the car as well. Okay, now that the Mustang is here in the carport and covered up, we're going to go wash the Mercedes real quick because that thing is filthy. But I do have a couple new parts that I have on this car since you guys have last seen it, but I want to wash the car before I show it to you guys, because right now it looks ugly and dirty. All right, now the car is washed and this thing is looking beautiful. All right, so right off the bat, since you guys have last seen the car, I put on this new eBay front lip. That was like 100 bucks, and I think it looks really, really good. Got this new all black front grille. I took off the OEM grille, which was silver. I never really liked the look of that front grille, so I went with like an all black one. And I think it does look way better. It was actually really simple to install. There's only like a couple clips and it pops right out. I don't even think I needed almost any tools to replace that front grille. And then the emblem just popped right out of the old grille and then right into this one. So that was actually a lot simpler than I expected, and I think it drastically improved how the car looks. And if we go to the back of the car, I also ordered this like little, like, I don't know if you would call it like a rear window spoiler or like a lip spoiler for the rear window. I don't know what you would call it. I forgot what the name was, but that's also from eBay. That was like another 100 bucks. It's like a little subtle mod on the car, but overall I think it does help the car look a little bit better as well. And the biggest upgrade that the car has since you guys have last seen it are the new Megan Racing lowering springs that the car is now sitting on. Last time I made a video on this car, I think I had installed the Rev 9 coilovers, and I still have the little Rev 9 sticker right there on the window, but I'm probably going to take it off. But I had installed the Rev 9 coilovers and they were absolute trash. I don't want to get into like a whole rant on those coilovers, but they were expensive and they were garbage. I already sold them, so at least I got some of my money back. But the car now has all new suspension. It has new front struts, new rear struts, along with the new Megan Racing springs, which are amazing. So yeah, this is pretty much what the car is sitting like with the Megan Racing springs. This is pretty much what it sat like with the Rev 9 coilovers, but I actually think that the rear is a little bit lower now with the Megan Racing springs, which I actually like. The car is lower, and so it does look more aggressive, and I really like it, but also it's not too low to the point where it's like scraping fenders and stuff. And so we have about this much space now between the front fender and the tire right there. As you can see, I can still fit like my fingers in there. And then in the rear, this is where it looks really clean in my opinion right here. It's a little bit of a smaller gap, but I can still fit 4 fingers in there. And so I didn't have to roll the fenders at all. This is how the car sits. I would say there's about an inch between the fenders and the tires. And yeah, there's no rubbing. So this car is absolutely amazing now. The only thing I have to watch out for is like on steep driveways or inclines, so that I don't scrape my front bumper. But that's why I got the new front lip. So instead of scraping the bumper, I will now scrape that plastic lip, which is good. And aside from those things, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think the car has any other mods that I've put on since you guys have last seen it. Just the grille, the lip, and the springs. And you guys obviously aren't going to be able to tell through the camera, but those springs really were a drastic improvement with the suspension of the car. It feels 1,000 times better now. So yeah, this is what the car looks like on the driver's side right now. Really nice. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of those rims. I think the car looks amazing on these rims. For those that are curious too, I am running like a little slip-on spacer. I forgot what the measurement is, but the car does have like a very thin spacer, but it also did help with bringing the wheels and the tires out a little bit. Plus now with the car lowered, I think it looks a whole lot more aggressive than stock, and I really like the way it looks. I also do have 2 new stickers. Megan Racing sent me a sticker, which is really cool of them. Thank you, Megan Racing. And I put this little AMG sticker on it as well. And so the only other thing I would like to get done on the car before I take it to Monterey Car Week is get the windows tinted. The car is currently tinted, but I don't like the way the tints look. I don't think they're dark enough for me. So hopefully I can get the car tinted before Monterey Car Week. Also, one last thing I forgot to mention on the C350. You guys probably already noticed it, but I forgot to mention it. We have new custom license plates on the Mercedes, which are super cool. If you guys don't know what that says, that's basically like an abbreviation of my name, Alex Duarte. So now there's no confusion as to who is driving this Mercedes right here. So now nobody can get my car confused with anybody else's. I mean, my car is already pretty unique. I don't think anybody else in my hometown has a C350 coupe that I've ever seen. Don't worry, I didn't like lose motivation for the channel. I didn't like abruptly quit the channel or anything. I'm still going to keep uploading for you guys, especially in the coming months. So like I said, we have Car Week coming up, and we have a whole ton of content planned with the G35 Coupe. And so next week's video will most likely be on the G35 Coupe. I don't want to spoil too much, but as you guys saw, I have like the whole front end disassembled of that car. So I am doing some stuff with the timing of that car, and then we're going to be putting on some more aftermarket parts on the car here and there. But I don't want to spoil that, so you guys are going to have to wait till next week to see all that stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching another video here on the channel. I will see you guys next week, and catch you guys later.